Hi everyone, welcome back to another mini episode of Mystic Scales and Fae
And Faye
Tales
Tales
podcast.
podcast.
We are back with another mini episode following our series with Ali Hazelwood. This is the second episode in that series. We're going to be talking about love theoretically. We
You
previously
have
talked
the
about the love.
book.
I do have the book. I had to buy the book. This is one that I listened to. So this was later in my alley journey, but early in your alley journey.
Hmm.
So I enjoyed it so much though that I had to get a copy, and I'm probably gonna get it signed when we go see her in
Ooh, okay, wait, wait, wait,
October.
wait, 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 wait. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, so we previously reviewed and talked about the love hypothesis. Unfortunately, these
Yes.
titles are very close and I keep mixing them up. And it also might be my fault because I listened to them back to back. Um, And we are, but aren't going in publication order because Lee really wanted me to read Love uh theoretically,
Theoretically,
so
yeah.
that way I could see like the cameo and the connections throughout it. So we will go back and read Love on the Brain.
Mhm.
Um, but for now, we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do Check and Mate, and then we'll go back to Love on the Brain. We're not skipping it.
Yeah.
It's just Lee really
Yeah.
wanted me to read it in a certain order, so I did. It's not an order we see online. It's just called the Lee order, so that's what we're doing. Um,
And I'm gonna call it the Alley order too, because even her like dedication, it says to all my readers from the AO3 days to where we are now, the Adam and Olive cameo is for you. So that's all you need to know. There's an
exactly.
Adam and Olive cameo, and that's what we're here for.
But I think it was good because
So,
then it was fresh in my brain, and then I'm like, oh, you know,
mhm.
who is
Yeah.
this? What I'm talking about? Um, So yeah, Lee kind of alluded to it. We have some exciting news on top of that. We are going to be meeting Miss Ali Hazelwood. This will be Lee's second time meeting Miss
I
Ali
know.
Hazelwood. So
Crazy.
that's pretty exciting. She's coming around for her tour of Mate.
Hmm.
And she's doing a lot of her tour, which is really awesome, which is very Ali of her with other authors and their book publications. Um,
Hmm.
and she'd done that a lot. Like even Lee met her in a panel of other authors. I feel like she does it on purpose to help promote the other authors that she's so connected to the book industry. And people are gonna show up and be like, oh my God, I want to see Allie, but then like they have to also learn about the other books because there are other authors there. So I feel like it's done purposely, and I kind of love that she does that. It's so sweet and like as long as the friends are honest with each other, like, hey, like people might, skip you or not be as excited at first, but then you never know. Then you're gonna get new fans with it. Like it's good publicity regardless.
Hmm.
Um, so
I
yeah,
also
we're gonna
think
be.
I think she does it for her anxiety too. I think
Oh,
she
that's a
doesn't
good
have to
point.
support. I mean, that's what I would do. So,
Yeah, that's true because then it's not just her talking the entire time.
Yeah, she's
That's
got the
smart.
focus like split, which is nice. Yeah,
That's smart. So who are we seeing her with again? Actually,
I
now that
don't.
I'm saying that. Oh, I have it up right here.
Um,
So, we're gonna be seeing her with Nisha Sharma, as they release their book Illusions of Fire. But it's funny because they noted that I think Illusion of Fire is a YA book. So it's going to
oh,
be interesting because
interesting.
Ali's is not a YA book.
No.
Um,
Oh my gosh, you're gonna learn
yeah,
about
I know.
werewolves.
So like in this, when we bought it, it says, which are do we get a two book bundle? We get the both books. There are two different age categories. The event and discussion of Mate is for mature and adult attendees. So I was like, interesting that they
Yeah,
would
how
do
they
that.
gonna vary? It's exciting. I'm here for it.
No,
I'm
it's
wondering.
exciting. And the book that like the she's touring with also sounds really good too. It's literally pitched as an award-winning author and enemies to lovers romantasy that's perfect for fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Supernatural. Like that sounds awesome.
Mm,
So hopefully it is. So yeah, this is really cool. We get to meet Allie. We get to get more than one book signed too, which is like awesome because Lee and I have been going to a lot of author events recently. And they're not doing that. And the authors are not signing more than one book. And it really sucks because I get it. It's hard with all the signing, but like then we get Ali Hazelwood, who's such a big author, and she's like, yeah, I'll sign more than one book. And it's like, damn, like
Yeah.
why can't So we're gonna get our copy of Mate signed, and then
Mm-hmm.
we can sign, I think I told you
Two.
two extra books. But
Mm-hmm.
those two extra books, it does note it's signature only. So
Which
Mate, you
is
can have her write whatever you
fine.
want, and then whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't care. I rarely want you to write my
We're
name in it. Like, I don't like writing.
right.
Lee knows this. I don't like writing my name in the books anyway. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so that's really exciting. So then, before that we have that happen, because it's in October, we will be talking about Bride. I have Bride
Yeah.
already. Lee got it signed for me, so I will
Mm.
read it, and then I'll be prepared for me. Because that'd be so stupid if I show up not knowing Bride.
Yeah, you gotta know Bride. And like Bride is different. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same like Ellie vibe, but it's a whole different world.
Well, I did
So,
like the first 30 pages, so I kind of got the vibe of it.
yeah, and I
So,
think I remember telling you that like she's kind of obsessed with Twilight. Was this the one where I was like, she has all these Twilight references, but they're like humorous?
this is love theoretically. She has a lot of Twilight references.
Is that okay? So it's still Allie.
So, before we get into love theoretically, what two books are you thinking of bringing to me, Allie?
Hmm. It's really hard. I think I don't have Bride signed,
Okay.
so
Wait, recap
probably
for the audience. What do you have signed?
okay. I definitely have I have two signed deep ends because I got one from Owl Crate and it technically I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
signed.
stamped, but I love it. And then I brought that to her signing. What else did I get signed? It must have been Love
Was it Love Hypothesis?
Hypothesis. Yeah. And I had so many videos of that special edition. I don't remember if that one was signed.
I don't
Um,
think it is. The special edition from Target, no.
okay. So I could bring that, but I'm probably gonna do Bride and I'm probably gonna do Love Theoretically because I wanted to do Love Theoretically last time, but they weren't selling it, which was sad because I didn't own it at the time. So I had to go home and
Mm.
then buy it.
And that one,
So
they let you sign as many as you wanted, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got books for me, you got books for Kayla, and you got books for
Kayla.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot. It was great. I also like the other author, Nisha, she was there too. Um, because I
Oh,
Because I remember her talking about her stories. A lot of them are like Shakespeare retellings. So she has one,
oh,
and they're all like Southeast Asian. And she has one it's like 10 Things I Hate About You. So it's Taming of the Shrew.
yeah.
So I'm curious like what this YA book will be. But that's cool that I'll get to see her
Wait,
again.
so do you want to, maybe we should try to read one of her books before.
We could. I sent them to my cousin. That the 10 Things I Hate About You one sounded the best. I just pulled a couple up. I'm trying to remember what it was called. There's one that's like Dating Dr.
Dating Dr.
Dill
Dill. Yeah.
and
Yeah, there's a lot of romance ones, so this feels like we could devour it pretty quick.
yeah, probably. So add it to the list. Is this the one that's because her
Yes.
whole thing is like, what if Shakespeare were an auntie? Which is funny.
That's funny.
Um,
Okay, yeah, we should definitely read one of her books um before we go because I think that'd just be really cool. My
yeah.
So-Called Bollywood Life. She has uh Taste Like Shakar, Dating Dr. Dill. Okay, I see. This is cool. All right, so we'll pick one. Definitely read it before, and then we'll be able to be there for both of them, not just Hallie. Okay, so Hot Love,
Perfect.
theoretically, and Bride, you're gonna get signed. So I already have
Yes.
Bride signed. I just recently with Lee we were at a store together and they had a signed edition of Love on the Brain. So I suddenly
Mm-hmm.
have Love on the Brain, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dope.
then I think I'll get, which is nice because I'll have Bride and I'll have Mate signed. I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
probably do Love Hypothesis. I have to go buy a
Mm-hmm.
copy. Either I'm gonna buy the regular one or the special edition one. And then I don't know what my second one's gonna be. Like I
It's
could do check
tough.
and mate, but like I don't
Yeah,
know. Like I
it's
like that
tough.
one. Yeah, I don't know. Because I haven't like re oh, I have Problematic Summer Romance already, so I could
Yeah,
just get that one signed, even though I
yeah.
haven't read it yet. When she
But
signs it, I probably won't read it yet because we're reading it like in the
I
order.
mean, yes, yeah, you can't read
I'd be
it
like,
yet.
oh my God, this
Um,
is so good. I loved it. And then like it's I don't even read it yet.
that's another one that I would get signed. So maybe in the future. We're just
Okay.
gonna slowly collect. It's fine.
I know. I feel like we
Um,
should make someone else go with us and like I'll pay for their ticket and just to get more books signed for
just to get hello Andrew.
if you're listening, you're coming. You're gonna bring books for us. Yeah, so we're really excited about that. So we'll keep everyone, all of our listeners and watchers on TikTok and stuff, up to date with that. We're really excited to go meet her. Check out Allie's page. She's back to posting, but not hers. Her team is
Her
posting for her.
team.
But
Yeah.
they are posting all her events, and she is doing a really big tour. So check it out. See if Allie's coming to a neighborhood near you, and
Hmm.
we'll have so much fun. And I'm so
Hmm.
excited. I'm so
Yeah, it's gonna
excited.
be good. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
And just another author event we're doing, this is a side note. Um, we will be meeting Rebecca Ross soon for the Divine Rivals for the next book. And I was going to bring that up because that's an example of an author event where they're not signing books that are we can
Hmm.
bring, which really sucks because it's like we just want these
Yeah.
two signed. We want Divine Rivals and Rufus Val signed.
Yeah.
Especially with this next book being in the world of it. But on
Hmm.
the positive note, we do get a photo with her. So I'm wondering if they'll do like a cute photo op. So it's not just like the table. So like maybe it'll be like a nice like background and we'll get like a nice
I
photo
mean,
at least.
hopefully, since they took away everything else, but we'll see.
Yeah. So that's coming up soon. So stay tuned for that on our Instagram and TikTok. But
Hmm.
we are here today to talk about, like Lee said, love theoretically. And I have the backup book ad ready to go.
Awesome.
Okay. The many lives of theoretical physicists Elsie Hanaway have finally caught up with her. By day, she's an adjunct professor toiling away at grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in the hopes of landing tenure. By other day, Elsie makes up for her non-existent paycheck by offering her services as a fake girlfriend, tapping into her expertly honed people-pleasing skills to embody whichever version of herself and the client needs. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet gig until her carefully constructed Elsie verse comes crashing down. Because Jack Smith, the annoyingly attractive and broody older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of theorists everywhere. And that same Jack, who now sits on the hiring committee at MIT, right between Elsie and her dream job. Elsie is prepared for an all-out war of scholaring sabotage, but those long, penetrating looks, not having to be anything other than her true self when she's with him, while falling into experimentalist orbits, finally tempt her to put her guarded theories on love into practice. And just like
Ooh,
Allie's other books, the man is tall with big hands. And in this one, though, it's really cool because on the cover you can see he has science tattoos,
he
and as you on the cover.
does.
So
Hmm.
love it.
It's actually pretty funny. Um, okay, so what do you think of her quote job, her fake girlfriend situation?
Oh my God, I loved it. I think it was so fresh and different. I love that they also talked about how like it's not just like a random app. Like this is like a real like like it's monitored. Like there's somebody that works it to make sure like the girls are safe and
Mm,
like they don't get into bad situations. And I was like, love that because this feels like this can go south really quickly with the type of men that are out there. So like I love that they talk about that. I was like, get your bag, girl. This is so smart. I don't think I could do it because I'm just like not good at putting on different personas, I think. Like it was very fitting for her, like when she's saying like her people pleasing skills and being able to like
mm,
listen and like be what they want. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Like I think I'd get bored listening to them talk. Um
mm, hmm.
so I was like very impressed by it. And but it was one of those things that like because of I was like, well, where are they? I was like, if they're not in a big city, like this could go down very quickly because like the
Hmm.
smaller the population, the more you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
eventually like, overlap with people. Especially because her best friend was doing it too. So I was like, there's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be some overlap at some point. Which we do see,
That's
things
true.
go downhill. So what did you think of it?
I thought it was funny. Uh, and I just love the introduction because it's Jack's brother. And
Yeah.
then you get like the grandmother in there, and she's like snarky and like obviously like paying attention. And so she knows something's up, and like Elsie is with the wrong guy. So,
Yeah, I think that was funny because I expected, I guess, because I knew it was the fake dating thing you told me, like that she does that, but I expected it to be like with Jack and then like it'd be like
mm,
another like essentially, but then that would be so much like a love hypothesis that like they fake
right.
date. So I was really excited that it wasn't him. And like he truly believed for so much of the book that like she was like deceiving her brother, the brother.
I
And then the
know.
added, of course, Allie does this, the added extra that the brother was unreachable made it so better because then they're like have this tension and like she can't talk about it because she doesn't want to go against the brother. But then you're just going
Hmm.
back and forth and you're like, oh my God, you're just as the reader, you're shouting out the book, like, no, she's not dating him. Like, you guys should fall in
Yes.
love. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of nuances with this story of like different aspects, which I really liked. The like villain-esque was like predictable, but that feels like it's gonna be. But it was I like the lead up to it more in this one, I would
Mm,
say. And I liked
mm,
how Jack also was at fault for some things and he had to own up for it to like be a part of the story too, which was great. And then of course we
mm,
have our, STEM the opinions on STEM businesses and stuff like she always does. So yeah,
mm,
I think it was more like it's a lot more to follow in this plot than I would say the other one, but it's worth it. Like it pays off.
mm. See, that's interesting because the one thing I dislike about this one is how obvious I feel like the villain is.
Mm,
And I like I don't think she really buried the lead there. And it's kind of, you're like, well, clearly this professor is not like, he doesn't have your best interests at heart. And
yeah.
Elsie is so like blind to it, and you're a little like, come on, girl, like pay attention. So I like, especially because I read this one, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 in. So this one was a little more like in your face, I felt like.
Mm,
Uh, but I did like that they like Jack and Elsie kind of get together rather quickly,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
which is different, but I enjoyed that.
I will say to like counter your thing of like it is obvious, but like it's obvious to us. And like in that situation in real life, I could see that happening where someone is so blinded by it. So it's like as a reader, of course, you're like, yeah, duh. Like this is
Yeah, but I just think in her other books, it's even less obvious to the reader. So like this one
hmm,
just like stood out to me more, and I don't really know why, unless it was supposed to be showing that Elsie doesn't really see it, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
Um, and obviously like I do like that there's more of a connection with the professor, like to Jack's mom and everything. Like he's not a good guy all around. Um, so she just kind of has to see that.
I agree. I do like the connection to his mom. Like I like how it's all interwoven together. Um, and I will say another thing I really liked about this book was like the representation that Ali gives. Like we talked about this earlier with love hypothesis is the representation on different aspects of sexuality.
Mm,
Especially like and even more thinking about it, I love seeing it in this, which is crazy for me to say, the different aspects of sexuality even in straight relationships. Because
mm,
like I wanna you don't really see that as much with the straight romance books, you know? So
true.
it's really nice that she does that, talks about it with her brother, with the brother, and but not even that representation of sexual identities, but I loved that this one also had a character who, well, with the first one I've read of Allie's books, who has uh like a medical identity going on, like she has diabetes, And I really
Mm.
loved that interwoven into the story.
Mm-hmm.
And it obviously comments a lot on how hard it is to have uh,
Mm-hmm.
medical identity in the United States with the insurance that we have. So like it's
Mm-hmm.
great to like talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I don't know, it made her more like real, I guess. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
say like
Mm-hmm.
that's a weird word to say, but I feel like sometimes in rom-coms we read like these people are like basically almost perfect except for like that one thing. So
Right.
it's nice that like Ali creates these well-rounded people who are have so many flaws, and that's
Yeah.
okay because it's
Yeah.
real.
And again, she brings things that you learn about, right? So, like, she's showing us a character living with diabetes. So,
Yeah.
like, that might not be something that you see every day, or like maybe you don't know someone like that. So, you're like reading about it. And with Allie, you just kind of trust her and like know that this comes from a real place. Like, I don't know her life, I don't know her friends or whatever, but I'm assuming that she does know someone with diabetes and has
Yeah.
experienced this firsthand. So yeah, I agree. It's more, she goes deeper. It's not just like a surface level romance. Like, she really fleshes out her characters, and I enjoy that. I think you have to remind me though, because I remember the brother having his own journey, and
Yeah,
it's very minor.
they
But
don't
is he
necessarily label it, or if they do, I don't remember how they label it in the end.
okay? I want to say
Um,
he's asexual, but I
I
don't
think so. I
know.
was gonna say I think he's on the asexual like line, depending on where he falls within that identity. But
Okay.
essentially it was that.
So like he doesn't necessarily want to be with someone, but feels like the pressure from his family. Is that the situation?
Yeah, it depends. That's what I'm saying. They didn't like go into full detail of what asexuality he is. Like there's different
But
definitions of it
isn't
depending on how he defines himself.
isn't there a part where he has like a conversation with Jack?
Yeah, that's not,
Or
I don't
like
have the book, so I don't know what
Jack
he
is
labeled
like
it in the
Jack
book
is
as
like
himself.
thinking back to like, oh, we talked about this. Anyways, it was like a side plot that made you um like think, I guess. Uh but like it also brought like a good familial aspect, I think, to like Jack's character.
Yeah.
And just like understanding his brother and Elsie and like their relationship. So yeah.
Yeah, and as a reader, you get to learn more, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Like you said, we trust Sally and we like that we get to learn so much through these books, which is awesome. Because
Yeah.
that's like the best way to consume like literature and entertainment and art is like you learn something through it, at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I remember the scene where she realizes that George is a woman and she like freaks out
Oh
and runs away. Oh my God, poor
yeah.
Elsie.
Yep. And then soon to come out, find out George is also gay. So she just was even more embarrassed. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a great
Uh,
twist. And then she just runs and then he has to run after her in this cold. And they're like, what is
oh.
happening? Yeah, that was crazy.
Do you have a favorite part, a favorite scene? Anything
Um,
like you go back to?
I did love them watching Twilight. I think it was great. I think that was hilarious. Honestly, I really loved the like again, we have so many different aspects of the story, but I loved the relationship with Elsie and her family and how like crazy it was and how she has to like
Hmm.
come to terms with it and like put her space. And I loved her journey with that. And I liked the scene where like Jack really sees that. I think it's like her mom calls her or something, and he like has to see that because then it's just like he's gonna help her in that journey of it. Um,
Mm.
and it made me sad for her because I just was like, she really feels alone in so many
Yeah.
aspects, and her family
Yeah.
not being there for her and not even caring about what she does. I'm thinking that she's just a teacher. It's just like, come on. Like
Yeah.
it was really sad. And so I felt for her and I loved that we got to be there with Jack because I felt like we also were Jack in that in those moments
Mm.
of like learning with her. Um
Hmm.
and yeah, so I liked that. I liked the Twilight. watching scene that ended up not being watching. Um, and yeah, and then also the running away because then she went to his house and he made her hot chocolate. Like there was just so many really cute moments.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the like article he writes.
Oh my God. Yes. Read it.
And and is there like a voicemail or something? I remember like having to re-listen because I did the audiobook again and I had to like listen to it again. And I remember finishing the book and then going back because I just thought it was so sweet. I also really like the part where she has to like teach his class. Like
Oh
that's like part of
yeah.
her interview kind of, and I just thought she was like so badass about
Oh
it.
my
And
God,
I
she
like
was.
I will say like the science in this was a little dense. The theorists versus experimentalists was confusing. But I enjoyed her teaching and I enjoyed how she like clearly knew what she was talking about and she got to like showcase that.
I think my biggest, like, I want to talk about like what our biggest takeaway from this book. Or no, you know what? Actually, because this is a mini episode, let's talk about why we would recommend this book to other people and our listeners. I mean, I'm sorry if you got spoiled from some things, but if you didn't, fully, and you still are interested, let's talk about why. Let's convince you to read the book. So I think you should read the book for many reasons. Number one, there's some spice. If you like spice, great. If you don't like spice that much, it's still not overwhelming spice. So you're gonna have fun, and you can always skip over it if you don't really like that spice. Number two,
Hmm.
Twilight, referenced a lot. It's pretty great. Number three, the relationship between the friends is just as fun as Love Hypothesis. I would say
Hypothesis, yeah.
it is less of in the book as in the other ones, I will say. So you're not like overwhelmed by it, but this character, our main character, Elsie, deals with a lot of finding who she is and realizing that she could be herself and not have to people please everyone. And there's a lot of asking for what you want. And
Hmm.
Jack makes sure that she does that and he sees her for who she is from the beginning. So if you love a book where the man probably falls first, as always, but can just see who the person is, like around all everything they put up, it's so relatable because then they are able to take those walls down and
Hmm.
and be real with each other. And she sees him too for who he is. Um, got a nice like enemies to lovers for sure. You know, they really are
Hmm.
arch nemesis from the beginning because there is a war. Experimentalists and
I think it's theorists.
theorists. Thank you. So there is just already a war to begin with, and so you know assumptions are made and we have to get past that. And like we've said, like there's other aspects of the journey for all the characters and finding themselves. And there's still that awkward love moments like in the first one. You know, our characters aren't perfect, but it's cute. So that's my reasons to convince you to read Love, Theoretically, by Ali Hazelwood.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the people pleaser, the him working to understand her, knowing that she needs a little help to say what she wants and say what she needs. And like I'm kind of cheesing over here because I found the part where he like confesses his love and like
Do it, do it, do it.
uh the whole thing.
Just do some of it, just some of it.
Okay. Well, he says, okay, then honesty, which is like their whole thing. I want you, Elsie, all the time. I think of you all the fucking time. I'm distracted. I'm shit at work. And my first instinct, the very first time I saw you, was to run away because I knew that if we started doing this, we would never stop. And that's exactly how it is. There's no universe in which I'm not going to let you go. I want to be with you, on you, every second of every day. I think, I dream of crazy things. I want you to marry me tomorrow so you can go on my health insurance. I want to lock you in my room for a couple weeks. I want to buy groceries based on what you like. I want to play it cool. Like I'm attracted to you and not obsessed out of my mind. But that's not where I'm at. Not at all. And I need you to keep us in check. I need you to pace us because wherever it is that we're going, I'm here. I'm already right here. And like, she's overwhelmed and she says like, "Well, that was honest." And he's like, "I'm sorry, like whatever you need." And then she says, "I just need to find my footing, like to feel the ground." And he's like,
Yep.
"I got you. Like,
Yep.
take your time. I'll wait for as long as it takes." And like, that's just beautiful.
It
Like,
is
it's
beautiful.
so, I love it. So
Because I
that's,
also love that it's not just immediately like she's like, I love you too. Okay, let's do it. Like, he's like she's had so many the whole story issues of being a people pleaser, so he doesn't want her to do that. He wants her to find her footing for herself and say what she wants. And he's
yeah,
willing to risk his heart in case she doesn't want it back. And that's just
yeah,
gut-wrenching. Because like that's
I
so hard to do.
know.
You're so scared. Like, what if you admit all your feelings and then they go, okay, I need to find my footing, and then they go, actually, I don't really like you, but you did it. You put yourself out there, and that's the important part. So it's
Right,
just
right.
gorgeous.
And I think he's also a little bit older than her.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, he is.
So he's like, I don't know, she's still like young enough that he's like taking this risk, but he's also like sure enough in himself that he's like, she's worth it.
Yeah.
So I think it's lovely.
Well, all that to say, we really love this book, love
Mhm.
theoretically, and highly recommend reading it. We can't wait to, meet Allie and talk about it, hopefully, or just get her to sign the
Mhm.
book and be like, we love this so
Yeah.
much. Thank
We'll have to
you.
like ask a question or something. We need to brainstorm. But
For
yes.
sure. Oh yeah, when we're done with this series, we'll go through and rank our favorite of the Ali Hazelwood universe.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
probably won't include Mate because it's like the newest one, so we'll wait. Unless if we're done reading it by the time.
And like, yeah.
Um, and then we'll just see what our top ones are. But nice to know that this one is one of your tops. I mean, I could say the same, but I've only read three so far, so can't really rate it yet.
Not yet.
But thank you all
So,
for joining our mini episode, Ali Hazelwood series, episode 2 in the series. Absolutely love Ali. Can't wait to keep talking about her. Stay tuned for next episode where we will be talking about Check and Mate, which is her
hmm.
YA, Ali Hazelwood, but doesn't
Hmm.
take away any of the fact that Allie's writing is amazing, YA or adult. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Faye Tales Podcast, where we post all of our updates and fun videos. And also on the app Fable, where we have our book club that inspired this entire podcast to begin with. We are reading the Book of Azrael by Amber B. Nicole, the whole series, which is Gods and Monsters series, sorry. And we are reviewing those books in our full length episodes that are hour or more. So check us out. Let us know what you think. And we hope that your, fall is approaching. Get a nice romance, preferably by Ali
Hmm.
Hazelwood, and happy reading.
Happy reading.